Alright, so I got the rear tire on here, and it is kind of touching the exhaust. I did try to bend it back a little bit, but it's still barely touching. But I mean, for now it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to start it up quick once I get it to the dealer. And I guess I can take the exhaust off before I try to drive it off the hoist here, or off the trailer. I'll have to put it on the hoist anyways to get it off the trailer because it tilts too steep. But I'm going to stick this door back on just for so it's not wide open when I'm hauling it down the road. And then I should be able to roll up the window once I get the key programmed anyways. So, but I'll stick this door back on and strap it down. I should be good to go. Should maybe make sure my bumpers are kind of just sitting on there, but might just take them off. Alright, just on the way to the dealership here. Should be there pretty soon anyways. Alrighty, so I just got back from the dealership, and they weren't able to program the key for some reason. I guess it's something won't communicate, not really sure. Something to do with the brake module, or I don't really know. But I did find some papers, which I'm not going to show you with the name on it, but I found the bill of sale from his car where it was sold in BC, and so it has the guy's number on it, and I'm going to give him a call and see if maybe he has the keys for it. So this car was sold, it says here, June 21st of 2022, and on the window sticker here I think it says November, so it's been sitting since November. So I'm sure it was probably this guy that crashed it, but I'll give him a call here, see what he says anyways. Maybe he'll pick up, or maybe he'll send me the key. That'd be pretty sweet. See what you got. 286. All right, let's see if you'll pick up. All right, so he didn't pick up, but I just left a message there, so maybe he'll call me back, or I could shoot him a text, I guess. So I did text him, and he texted me back and said he didn't have any keys for it, so I guess it's dead end there, but I will order another key fob. So apparently they need 2 key fobs to program it or something like that. So I guess I'll try that, and we'll go from there. But for now, I'm going to put it back on the hoist. But I just need to move this old dad's old truck here and clean up a little bit. But I kind of want to put on the hoist and just take it apart a little bit more, and make sure all of the harnesses and everything look okay. And if there's any oil lines that need to be connected, so I can just make it run for I just want it to run for, you know, a minute or 30 seconds, right? Just to hear it run before I rip it all apart and get it ready for the frame shop. So, but I'm just gonna pull this thing out of here, and we'll put it on the hoist there, and then maybe I could rig something up so I could be able to skid it out and put it in the other shed. So it's a little bit tricky to get this thing up on the hoist here, but it's pretty darn close. So it's gonna lift up on the It's actually not bad like that. Not really touching this. Be okay. Yeah, that should be good there. So we can just get this trailer out of here now. Alrighty, so now that I got it sitting on the wheelies here, I'm just gonna start taking a little bit apart. I don't want to take too much apart because I still want to make it run, but I can kind of pull the hood off and some other parts, and I'm gonna pull the rear bumper off and everything. So it's kind of stripped down to where I want to be. I don't know if I can probably take that rocker panel off the other side too. Maybe this, might as well take this off and everything else, just to gut the car, but enough that I can still make it run. So once I get that new key, I can still go get it programmed and run. And then on these front coolant lines, I think I might just hook them together, like make it into a loop here, and or something like that. And then I can fill it full of water or some coolant for now, and then that way I can run it a little bit longer. I don't think there's any oil lines or anything on the front here, so I should be good there. But I would like to hear run here, so I but I do also want to get it apart a little bit. So, well, I'm waiting on parts because I haven't heard anything back about I need this front frame rail here. So you can see this is where it's kinked in here. So I'm waiting on that part. There's this front pillar, A-pillar I think they call it, and then this is kind of like the suspension module, or no, not the suspension module, I don't know what they call that exactly, but these three things need to be changed, and it needs to be, it's a little bit tweaked up. And then I'm probably also going to change the suspension module because it's got a little bit of damage right here, so I should probably change that. Might be okay, but I'd rather just change that than, you don't want to be going 300 kilometers an hour with a shitty suspension module or something, right? So, but anyways, I'm going to just gut this thing down a little bit more to where it'll still run. I guess I could probably take the seats out of it. Well, might just wait on that, but I do need to gut the interior because the whole entire dash and everything needs to come out of it. So, and then I can send the seat belts away to get fixed, and maybe I'll get some red belts instead. I don't know if I should change these. I think it might be sweet if they're red, but too sure yet. Well, that is so crazy how easy these come off here. I think it just should slide off now. Just undid all these torques, and there was one 10 mil right here, and I think just pop off. Oh, so it's stuck up here. There's a clip. Oh, just some double-sided tape or something right there. That should come off. Oh, yeah, there ain't not much to these. This one has a little bit of damage. This one has a tiny bit of damage right here, but I should be able to fix that. It's just fiberglass. So as soon as I undid this screw here, it straightened out. It had a little bit of a bow in it, but so should be easy, pretty easily fixed. Dang, this is so crazy in here though. Like, look at this. Not gonna be much left of it. Alrighty, so I got it pretty much tore apart here to where I wanted at. I took this rad off too because this one was a little bit damaged, so I can just get a new one. And I think the bottom of this bracket's just a little bit tweaked, but should be able to just tap it back. It's pretty close. I don't see any kinks or anything in it, so, but should be able to put a new rad and condenser in there, and then that side's kind of done. But I'm gonna need to pull a little bit more on this side apart to, as you can see, this is the damage here. So this needs to be all changed and in here, but I'm gonna kind of leave it together. I think I'm gonna leave the door on until I get it to run. And I'm pretty sure I can just stick this rad hose right on here and just make it into a loop. So that way I can fill it full of coolant for now, once I get the key, and to get it to run just a little bit. I don't think there's any other lines that are wrecked or damaged besides like just a condenser and the radiator. So I should be able to just fill it full of coolant. The oil is good in it, so hopefully I can just fire it up once we get the new key and get it programmed. But they were just having problems with the dealer when I brought it there because they couldn't get the one to add to it. So for some reason you need to have two keys. I needed to wipe it and add two new keys to it. But oh well, so once we get the other key, I will bring it in there and get it to run. And then I'm going to pull the interior out and all the doors off, and these need to come off too, this lower rockers. The other side's all smashed, but this I might try to save. Just got a little crack here and another crack under the bottom, but if I can get it off, I can get to the back of it and reinforce it. And then the interior, I gotta pull the whole dash out and everything. So I think I'm just gonna wait on that until I get it running. And once I get it running, then I'll tear the whole freaking thing apart. But I'm still waiting to hear on the parts for the lower side frame rail here, because they're still having problems getting it ordered. GM doesn't really want to sell it for some reason to me, so they need like a special shop number or something like that. So they're working on it right now at the dealer, and hopefully they'll get back to me this week maybe or next week to kind of give me an update of when I can get it, so I can get it booked into the frame shop and they can change it up here. So But yeah, that's kind of where we're at for now. Can't really do too much more except for getting a run, but it's gonna be a couple days until I get that new, until I get the new key fob. So I'm just got a couple other little things I want to clean up, make sure all the lines and the fluids are good in the tranny, and then when I bring it to the dealer, we can just fire this sucker up and make it run. And then I guess, yeah, then the next step is to pull the whole dash out and get it right down to the bare bones. So if you look right here, in here is actually, I can reach my hand from the inside and reach out. So this must be part of the firewall. So I don't know where the heck this even stops at to get this off here. I have no idea. So it's gonna be a little bit of a major undertaking, I think, to be able to change that piece. And same with this piece, but I'll get the dash pulled out of there, and maybe it'll give me a little bit better idea of what the heck I'm working with and how I've done it. But if you've done it before, if you've changed this before, comment down below. Maybe you have a video on it or something. But it just looks like not any fun to change any of that. So I really wish it was just the front frame rails, because these front frame rails are actually perfect. These ones are good. Didn't do any damage here, so it must have just came in, ripped off the tire, and then it smacked into the front of the door post there, and yeah, tweaked it, which is unfortunate. But yeah, so that'll be a wrap for this video. I'm gonna put all the panels away in the other shed, and I don't know, not really do too much more until I go to bring it to get it programmed. So that'll be a wrap for today, and thanks for watching. Tune in for the next video and subscribe, and turn on the notification bells. We're gonna have lots of videos coming here, and hopefully we can get this thing fixed up. Thanks for watching. Peace.